everybody see me when I'm staying here? Because the light is a little bit strange for me, but so. Okay, 10 a.m., let us start. My name is Sven, I'm from TuxCare. I'm the Director of Global Enterprise Sales, and I'm here to tell you a little bit what we are providing in regards to open source. In general, we have 4 pillars. One, which I will not touch, is the enterprise support for Alma Linux. I don't know if someone of you knows Alma Linux. No. Alma Linux was developed by us. It was, let us say, the replacement for CentOS 7. And when it was mature, we gave it to the community and to the foundation. So it's 100% community and foundation owned. We are only supporting our customers with our enterprise support. And the second one, just a little touch point today, is a vulnerability scanner called Radar, which is designed and developed for exactly those open source solution systems which are end of life. Because normal vulnerability scanner do not care about end of life systems, what happens afterwards. And here it's exactly that where we are jumping in and we are taking care of that all the vulnerabilities which coming to end of life will be fixed. And that's our main business, what we are providing at TuxCare. Modern technology. Just a second, sorry for that. Yours is better? Sorry for that. Okay. So while I'm fixing that, what our other pillars are, first of all, kernel care and library care patching, live in memory. So meaning by that you do not have to reboot your servers, so that we will patch everything live in memory. I will come a little bit later deeper into that. And the last point is, or the fourth pillar is endless lifecycle support for everything around open source. Okay, so everything around open source. Patching, there's an urgent need today. 107% 107% growth on the CVEs year over year. Next one, 45% suffered cybersecurity incidents in the past 12 months. So here reports we did, or here in that case we did, and also Black Duck did with their customers or general ones, and 91% faced incidents due to unapplied patches. So that's common that most of the companies are not patching their solutions at the right time and when it's urgent or when it's needed. Patching reality gap. 43% can't take systems offline to patch. And that's where we are coming in with this kernel care and library live patching. 93% knew there were vulnerabilities before the incident occurred. So here they know that they have something, but they are waiting. 49% reports no improvement in patching speed. So here again, everything is slow due to dependencies on each application, on each system, etc., so that they do not can speed up the patching. But I think you already know that. Why patching stales? First point, downtime constraints. Everyone has an idea how many percent?
About 99%.
99? It's 43%. Human error, manual hands up. Anyone else? 39 to 31%. Can't keep up with vulnerability volume, 29%. Can't track whether vulnerabilities are remediated, 25%. And last but not least, dependency change, 49%. So all in all, very high numbers. And all in all, end of life doesn't mean end of use. So here you can use it if you are doing, let us say in that way, your homework, that you are patching if needed, or if you can't patch, that you find other solution to run on this old end of life systems. Especially what's always surprising me when I joined the company, when I joined the open source part, that CentOS 6, 7, and 8 still is running on 33% on the environment. It's surprising, but on the other way, let us say, it's good for us. That's why we are here. It's good for the company. But we are helping these 33%. Yeah. So that they can still running their environment. We have one especially who is running on CentOS 6 for years. AngularJS, still the end-of-life system. It's now 5 years end of life. Still 14% of organizations are using it. So here also we are providing the security patches. How it works, I will come a little bit later to that. Zero runtime security patching at long support. Here, what we are doing with kernel care and library care. We have this kernel care for Linux kernels, library care for critical shared libraries. That's what we are supporting in that case. So that's our general business. We are supporting the Linux distribution, CentOS, RHEL, Oracle, Rocky, Alma Linux, CentOS, name it as you like. If there's a special operating system which you or your colleagues, your company are using and it's not here on the list, let us know and we will make it happen. So that's in general our approach. If something is not on our in our lists and the customers are coming to us, you will come to us, then we will make it happen that you will get your security patches for the end-of-life systems. And last but not least, the applications. Enterprise support, 24/7 available. We are doing security hardening, extended security updates, and an enterprise-grade support. So here also our support is related to your business, and you not have to take everything or change your business so that you will fit into our support. It's the other way around. And what I mentioned, last but not least, TuxCare Radar. It's an AI-driven Linux vulnerability scanner, and it's designed, it's built for the applications or for the open source systems which are end of life, where the normal vulnerability scanner are not taken care of. That's not a replacement, it's an add-on to your existing vulnerability scanners. So, and let us go quickly back. One other point mentioned to the TuxCare Radar. We are scanning your end-of-life systems. When we find something, we will give you a guideline what to do. What to do to fix the issues. So it's not only that we are telling you you have there something, we are also telling you how to fix it, and we will provide you the right security patch. Coming a little bit deeper into that, rebootless patching for enterprise Linux. So conventional patching, maintenance, scheduling is complex. Reboots interrupt the services. You have only really sometimes a short time frame to shut down and to reboot everything. Security risk, patching machines fail to revert to their original state. So a lot of things where companies or organizations saying, better not to touch a running system, as in football, never change a running system, never change a winning team, stay as it is. Hopefully, we will not get hacked, let us stay on the old ones. With the rebootless patching, no maintenance windows is needed, because we can do it on the fly. Patching with zero downtime, as I mentioned, we do it live in memory. We freeze the memory. It comes a little bit later in one presentation. We freeze the memory, do our stuff, unfreeze the memory, and that's in a nanosecond. So you really don't see it in any case. It also, from a timestamp perspective, you can't recognize it. It's especially for our customers very important to our at the stocks, so that there's no time delays. How kernel care works. We allocate the kernel memory, load the new security codes into it. Next one is, as I mentioned, we freeze it in a safe mode. We modify everything, put on the new source codes, and then unfreeze. That's all what we are doing in that case. It's really fast. We have one customer who did the reboot after 10 years, Rory? Was it 10 years?
It was
8.5 years, but because only he has to change the machines, and that's all. Yeah. Otherwise, it will run and run without any reboot. Any questions to kernel care live patching or the first slides, what I showed to you? Good. Yeah.
You said about making the patch. Is it how you do it? Like, because you said that you freeze the memory, you make the patch, and you can go to that. Are you swapping out, like, for example, the module that it's using?
It's a more technical question. Roy, it's good that you are here.
I didn't hear there was a bit of noise behind me. You mentioned that you freeze the memory. Yeah. You make the patch and you unfreeze it. If the patch, I'm guessing the patch is, for example, a version update. Are you then swapping out the module?
Yes, so what happens is it's a monolithic. So so what happens is if you have already having a patch with us already enabled, remove that one first, check, inject a new patch, test it. But at the same time, we're not changing the fundamental way of how the kernel operates. We're literally just changing every CD so that we're removing those wrong. At the same time, we can also change the kernel version to become compatible if we need a newer version. Everything else in the image stays the same. So you can think of it as a module, but it's not quite. There's just some nuances that get changed within the image. So that's about all that we change. It's very, very lightweight. The moment we start doing an internal module change, that becomes a bit more heavy on the system.
Rory?
Did I hear?
Did you get that?
Yeah, I think so.
If you want to stop, I can show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Good, thanks, Rory, for helping me out. Good, endless life patching. What means end of life? Continuing to use endless life open source software versions after they lose support puts you at the risk of. What happens when you are doing nothing? Criminals exploit new discoveries, but no longer patch vulnerabilities in your system. Security patches policies failed to comply with security policies and various industry standards. So here, your compliance colleague would be very happy when everything is up to date, everything is patched, or everything is on the newest version. But as Live showed, you can't do it in any cases. So there might be some points where you have to stay on an old version. Rushed upgrades cause disruptions, technical debts built up, and unplanned costs. So really here, okay, you got the task, please update as soon as possible. We will not check the updates. We do not have any time, so do the updates, go on the next version. Then sometimes it happens that everything is broke down in your company, and that's most cost effective when the business is not working. Implication of rushed upgrades, what happens? A rushed upgrade, increase support loads, bugs, urgent fixes, overloads the development and support teams. So they have to fix everything, they have to see if everything is working, have to do working more hours than normally. Workflow disruptions, disrupt daily operations, slows down teams. From my experience as sales, when we had an update in the past, let us say, at that time when I was not a normal sales guy, we had Navision, for example. I don't know if someone of you knows Navision. It was then bought by Microsoft. It was on-premise version. If there's something, when my colleagues from the technical team did an update, half of the day we couldn't work. We can stay at home because everything was not really working as expected. Technical quick fixes, shutdowns increase long-term maintenance burden. So here also, again, it's everything around you cannot really work with the systems which were updated. Unplanned cost. Overtime for the people who are working. Downtime, infrastructure, spikes, inflate budget. It's an update of a newer version is always more costly than it was budgeted. And that's why a lot of people saying, okay, we have to stay on the old version, we cannot update. Let us see how long we can stay on that, and then at the end, finding someone who can prepare or who can develop and bring the security patches. And that's why we are here for endless lifecycle support for open source software. Again, endless lifecycle support for applications, middleware, operating system, runtimes, and libraries. And it's not, in the past we told extended. Beginning of this year, end of Q3 last year, we changed it to endless lifecycle support. As long as we have customers in our database, we are providing security patches. Like CentOS. CentOS from our side, CentOS 6 from our side would be 3 years or until 2023 would be also from our side end of life. But we have a lot of customers in our database. They need it. They can't go to a different operating system version. So that's why we are still supporting CentOS 7. And that will be also with all the other end of life solutions. 65 till 80% of end-of-life exposure hides in transitive dependency. So it's not only that one has to be changed, one system. There are also a lot of other systems, open sources around this application, around this operating system or runtime. So here really you have to stay with an old version. What's include endless lifecycle support from our side? Rapid CVE response. So we are taking care of that everything, or we are watching, is there a CVE coming out? What is the criticality? Is it high, critical, low, medium? And then we decide how fast we are going based on our SLA, how fast we are providing the security update. Security fixes for all directives and transitive dependency with no extra costs. So everything is included in our business module. Preserved capability, testing that everything is working. That's what we do in our departments. We are now around 350, 400 colleagues. 85%, 90% of those are working in development and quality assurance. So the rest just the 10-15% are those like me, sales, marketing, back office, billing, etc. So the main colleagues are working really on fixing everything. Seamless integration, plug and play integration with your existing workflows, CI, CD pipelines. What we are providing here, we are providing you a repository where you will be connected, or you have to be connected, and there's a CVE tracker, you get a notification, there's a security patch for these and those CVE, then you can take the security patch and roll it out. Security distribution signed, tamper-proofed updates from our repositories. So here you can really trust on them. And support 24/7. Support, or our team is 24/7 available, especially for assistance with the CVEs, triaging, patching, request, troubleshooting. So here, via our ticket system, at the end, we can also arrange that you are connected to the via Slack channel to our security colleagues. That's how it works, and that's what we are doing with the tracking of the CVEs. Let me go there straight here. That's a CVE tracker. You can go also directly, if you like, right now into the CVE tracker on our website. You can find, put a special CVE in it, or you can say, okay, I would like to see all the critical CVEs which are out. Does TuxCare already patch them, or does not patch them? Does TuxCare already provide security patch for those CVEs? And then you see here this critical ones. It will be fixed within the next 14 days, standard. But in normally or in general, after 48 hours we are delivering. 48, 76 hours we are delivering for the critical ones, the patches. Again, how ELS is working. Our team altogether combines 450 plus years of in-depth technical knowledge of open source. So all of our people are our colleagues are very mature in this space, in this area. Onboarding new projects, enabling automatic CVE tracking. So here you will be notified, or we are monitoring via NVD, vendors, GitHub, and other sources. Is there a CVE? Is there a breach? Is there a vulnerability? And we will get all the information and then doing our stuff, doing our work in the background. Once a CVE is detected, we are fixing it with an AI-assisted automation expert to validate in the background. Patches are compiled in a binary form, tested, signed, and deployed on our repository, where you then get, via the CVE tracker, when you signed into the CVE tracker, you will get a notification. There is a new security patch. Some of our customers, so a little bit of daily business, some of our customers saying, hey, why are you not supporting this and that CVE? It's out. We didn't get an information, and then if we say, hey, we told you, sign into our CVE tracker, and then you will be automatically informed that there is a security patch for a special CVE. Your package manager builds the tools, orchestrates, check for updates, then automatically pull and install them. That's at the end when you get the information. So it's also a little bit proactive part of the customers. So we try to always be ahead with news to our customers, but also here it's a part of our customers that they have to be also a little bit more proactive. I'm a little bit too fast. I'm right now just half of the time. 25 minutes still, 25 minutes left. Any questions so far? Because I have only 3 remaining slides, and could be that you need a little bit as a more for a break. As I said, always back to work, giving you a little bit of time. But Roy, do you have a question for me?
Not a question, but I need to run. But if there's any technical questions that need my help, please come down to the booth and see us.
I thought you have a question. Okay. Why TuxCare? We are now 15 years at the business. As TuxCare Inc. themselves, we are just starting beginning of this year. We were a part, or still are a part, of Cloud Linux. Maybe some of you heard about Cloud Linux. Nope. Cloud Linux is also an operating system. It's the name of the company, and they are focused on hosting companies. We were a department apart of Cloud Linux, and we have our spin out. We are now our own company beginning of this year, but deeply connected. I don't know if it's the right English word for that. Cloud Linux is still our mother company. We are their subsidiary in a way. Parent company, yeah. Thanks. That's what I now keep in my mind, not to say yeah, perfect, thank you. Intensive on-demand coverage of open source technologies. Still from the beginning, we were focused on the open source. End-to-end assurance with vulnerability, verifiable integration, integrity, provenance, and compliance. Proven open source security experience with more than 5,000 CVEs patched to date. Here just some small numbers. 70 plus license distribution we are supporting right now. More than 10,000 Linux kernels continually patched. More than 220,000 patches from our side were delivered, and we have more than 2,400 enterprise customers. In total, we have around 5,000 customers, those which are, 5,000 customers which are not, like we define it as an enterprise customer. Last slide. Monday this month, so it's the 4th of May, we go live, and we announce that we have now a secure chain for open source. Because it's so new, I cannot provide you more information. That's what Rory can provide you afterwards when you are coming to our booth. Thanks. If you have any questions, my telephone number, it's also my WhatsApp number, my email address, and otherwise I will be today at our booth. Any questions? Good. Then thanks for attending this slot, and giving you back 21 minutes of your valuable time. Take care of this 21 minutes. Do the best out of it. Thanks. Cheers, bye.